now.
The beat is
and I told her today, I said the world is yours. And I'm like, this ain't talking like this. So whoever you think is the best, they not making the world is yours. They're not making If I Rule the World. They're not making Juicy. They're not making Warner. They're not making Sky's the Limit. They're not doing it. They're not making Can't Act the Hustle. They're not making The Evil. They're not making Pop. They're not making it. No disrespect. I'm a rapper. I'm not making it.
These biting my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middle. What you get that pure what you get that pure.
It's me, Handsome. We are back with another episode of Verse for Verse. We just went from the Midwest. We gonna take it to the West, y'all.
West, y'all.
You know what I mean? Slauson Ave, you know what I'm saying? The 60s, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk, man. Rest in peace to my dog,
To the
Nipsey
GOAT.
Hussle, man.
Top 5 that are alive. I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into some Nipsey Hussle tonight,
Let's
man. This song is, you know, if you listen to Nipsey or if you didn't, you probably heard this one. You know what I mean? I got a couple Nipsey joints.
Off that classic album.
We gonna run it back. Yeah. Did this one win Best Album of the Year when he died? It
Yes,
won.
it's the
Yeah.
album, and I felt bad because it beat Pusha.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm like, give it to Nip.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah, man. Victory lap. You know what I'm saying? This is dedication. Hard
Hard
work
work
plus
plus
patience. We're going to talk about the hook, too, because...
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's verse for verse, but every now and then we got to get into these hooks that are talking crazy like the verses, man. But he starts off on his third verse. Oh, this ain't entertainment. It's for niggas on a slave ship. These songs just the spiritual I swim against these waves with. Ended up on shore to their amazement. Now I hope the example I set's not contagious.
Hold on. You know he's
Yeah.
doing too much already?
Talk about it, Rich.
He ended up on shores to their amazement.
Talk about it.
Meaning, they didn't really expect him to even get here.
Mm-hmm.
He's here, though.
That's what they talk about, Seth. You know, Seth. You know, when we was brought here on them ships, niggas was jumping like, nah, we not getting, nah. And they swam to shore. They didn't expect some of us to make it, and
That's
he
what
made
they
it.
don't understand, though, right? The way that they brought us here, that whole process eliminated the weak of us.
Yeah.
So the niggas that made it here are the niggas
They
that
didn't-
make it here.
They didn't realize.
They didn't understand that.
Hold on. Say that again. Say that one more time.
The niggas that made it here are the niggas that make it here.
Facts.
They didn't
That
understand
simple.
that. They was
And
surprised.
they set up the countdown for their own demise
How
from
many
the
of
very
us died
beginning.
on them ships? How many of us died? You know what I'm saying? In that middle path, how many of us? And the ones that made
The
it
one
here,
that made it here is
of
the one
that
that's
stock.
gonna make it
Yeah.
here. And
That's
you
why
can
they had
see-
to trick them.
And you can see it in
yeah.
sports and entertainment.
And
It's
everything.
obvious.
Now I hope the example I set's not
Not
contagious.
Yikes.
Ooh. Them's is balls right there.
Nip is different,
Man,
man.
start talking crazy.
You know what I'm
Nip is
saying?
different.
And I mean, like, as I'm reading this right now, like, when I think about it, you know, because we talking about the slave ships and, you know, when I think back, they say how many people got diseases and stuff on the boats and things. And he's saying, I hope the example I set's not contagious. I'm just putting the balls together. He might not have been that deep, but he might
He
have
also
been
might
that
have
deep.
been saying, like, you know, I'm a gang member. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm
couple
more than that
entendres.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talking
You know
about
what I'm
all of
saying?
that.
I
I
came
know
up,
how I feel about the entendres.
Yeah, I came up as a gang member, but you know, I don't want that to be my legacy. I don't want
Exactly.
that to be what you gravitate towards and follow. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, he started off by saying, "This ain't entertainment."
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why
Yeah.
to me he's in my top 5 because he brought that back to the game. Not saying other artists haven't done it, but and doing it from a gang member, it's like most gang members, that's what they standing on. You know what I'm saying? He's showing you like, all right, this is real life, and we're gonna talk about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Nip is
Just to
different.
throw it in there, pause like what you saying. You got people, you know, no disrespect, Chris Brown, who turned blood.
This ain't
You
entertainment.
know what I mean? This ain't
He not doing
entertainment.
that. It's not for
Entertainment.
clout. It's not for fun.
Nah, this
It's
ain't
not for-
entertainment, bro. It's for niggas on the slave ship.
What?
Nip, man. Rest in peace to the man.
He's
Keep-
still
gotta keep
here.
going,
I
'cause
feel,
he's going-
I
he's
feel
going
like
crazy on this.
It's still to this day. I hate when people say it on social media, like, "Yo, it's crazy Nip's not here," because I don't feel like he's not here.
Right.
I feel like Nip is still right here with us all the time. I feel like he is what this next generation is. Like, he set the example, especially from a street perspective, from a hood perspective. You know what I mean? He set, because he's coming from the streets as a gang member and telling you, invest, get money, own businesses, buy
Eat
back
healthier.
the hood, eat healthy, buy back the hood. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Listen, lock us behind gates, but they can't tame us.
what?
Used
He needs
to be
stop.
stay safe, now it's stay dangerous.
Sorry
What?
if I yelled.
What?
I say that every day.
What?
Stay dangerous.
It used to be stay safe. It definitely used to be stay safe. What?
Son, they used to be like, be
No
safe.
more though.
What?
Hold on. Now go back to what we were just talking about. Even that type of mentality. Why we playing it safe? We got the power. We got the glow.
Talk.
Stay dangerous.
Son, the only thing that gives you equity in a situation is the threat of some sort of
Yes.
something happening to the
Yes.
people who are your opposition.
Yes.
If there's
To
no
the
threat of
ops.
something happening to the people that are against you, then you can't stay safe. You
Nope.
can't, without being dangerous, you cannot be safe. You
That's
can't
a
be.
fact.
Listen,
can't be.
man.
Say it one more time. You got too many balls today. One
Nah,
more time.
Seth is wilding for respect
Say it
right
again.
now.
Say
Go
it again.
ahead.
Say it again.
Without being dangerous, you cannot be safe.
safe.
You can't be.
That makes sense.
You can't
It
be.
makes sense.
You can't be.
Listen, but just if niggas wasn't clear after he says that,
Starts going crazy.
ain't no points of playing defense, nigga.
That's why I
Jump
jumped
on the deep end, nigga, without a life jacket.
Oh my
That's
god.
my part. Are we not to that part yet? Yeah.
Just talk about why's your part. So we ain't even got to talk about
gotta
it,
take my
Seth.
jacket
Talk
on.
about it, Seth.
That's too
Why is that
much.
your part right there, Seth?
Too much.
Because to me that's the duality of us. Like, as a people right now, this is where we at. We was at a point where we was waiting and praying and praying and waiting and hoping and wishing and hoping and praying to now a point where we out here just trying to take up everything.
Just jumping off the deep end,
We
nigga.
trying to take up everything, but it's putting us in a position a lot of the time, unfortunately, the position that he kind of was in, where we're vulnerable to certain things that if we don't play defense, then we may end up, falling victim to our offense.
Yo, this young intelligent man, because then he keeps going.
He's talking crazy.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
He keeps
it's
going.
so much.
I
Yeah,
know
he's
he
talking
keeps
crazy.
going. I'm just saying, it's really crazy.
Even though without a life jacket, I mean, we know what that means, but I just want to talk about it for the people. It's like we don't got no support.
We never have.
We never have.
Not.
We got to take chances.
Son.
Take chances.
They put us in a
I'm glad that
position-
you listen, because I be having thoughts at times, but I forget them. But I'm glad you said that, right? Because I know there's people who grew up a certain way where they throw their kids in the water as babies, and that's going to teach them how to swim.
That's what he talking
You
about.
just got to throw them in.
I always tell this story. I was in Hawaii once. I don't know how to swim. I'm one of them regular black people that don't know how to swim. So we was on jet skis. This is a long time ago. I was really young. Jet skis. Boom, they took us out in the ocean. Boom, we doing our thing. We having mad fun. Right? Fall off the joint. Right? Boom. We in the water. Everything was mad fun. I got the life vest on. Obviously, I can't swim. So I'm in the ocean. I look up though. The jet skis just floating away from me. Floating away from me.
Further
I
and
can't
further
see
away.
nothing.
Yeah.
All I just see water. I was terrified.
Yeah.
And it makes me think this is how we feel every day. We don't know. And I think about this now, like where I'm at now, I've done so much that I have a plan, I have a vision. But when I was younger, and I know I'm speaking for most people that come from where I come from, we don't know what we're gonna do. We watching TV, basketball, football, baseball, what else? Rap. Alright, if I can't do one of those, I'm in the ocean like, save me. And you see that when people get 25, 30, 35, it's like, what do I do now? What's the plan? I don't have a plan. I never had a life jacket.
Never had a life jacket.
And
Never had
I
one.
think that it was so dope that visual. He just said, "I jumped
Jump.
Off
Like,
the
because
deep
it's-
end.
it's a deep
because
end. That's important.
Son,
The
it's
deep
super
end.
important because that's the only way that we are ever going to be able to get anywhere. when I was younger, right? So mine used to go to the pool. We used to live in Harlem on 135th, and there was a YMCA around the corner.
You used to live in Harlem?
Yeah.
I don't know anything. This is
Yeah, but-
crazy.
The grandma, yeah, grandma.
we
You
used to
remember
Harlem.
that.
I don't know things.
So it was a YMCA
Rest
around the
in
corner.
peace.
And Ma used to go swimming there all the time. When I was probably like 5, 6. I was little. She used to get in the water and swim, and I would be sitting on the side chilling. I don't know what I was doing, but she'd be swimming, I'd be chilling. So one day I was looking at her swimming. I was just like,
Let me go out there.
I could probably do that. So I ran and
Yeah.
jumped in the water,
Yeah.
which
Off
you
the
know,
deep end,
yeah,
nigga.
it didn't work out. I sunk down.
It didn't work out.
But I can swim, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. In order for us to get comfortable in
He's
those
light skinned,
situations,
that's why
I'm
he can
still
swim.
here.
He's brown, really.
But we gotta do that.
I'm joking.
What was that?
He's actually not light skinned. He's actually like brown.
Yeah, it's all good. Light brown. I'm light brown skin.
Yeah.
But it's important for us to just jump in the water. The only thing
Yes.
once we get in the water though and we get
Bars,
comfortable,
bitch.
we gotta start understanding that we might need to start playing more
Yo,
defense.
I'm so glad you said that because you said jump in the water and get comfortable, right?
to.
Because what happens is a lot of us are afraid to
Yeah.
jump in the water because we
Got
don't
to.
know what to do. Our parents ain't never did it. Our grandparents
We
never
first
did
gener-
it.
a lot of us is first generation whatever.
Buy a house,
I ain't
first
had no
generation
business. I
college
ain't had-
graduates,
I ain't had
first
no
generation, all
portfolio.
those
I ain't
type
had
of
no- yeah.
things. You know what I'm saying? So we got, like you said, we got to feel comfortable to
Jump in
just
there.
jump in the deep end. We have to. That's the situation they put us in. And draw from your ancestors to understand that they already did to us and we made it already, like he said.
This is
So,
what I'm saying. Nip, no.
I mean,
Nip, no.
we know we've already done it.
Nip, no.
So just do it again. It's the same thing.
That's why they
Listen,
don't want us to
man.
know that we did it though.
I swam these songs, just the spirituals I swam against
The
them
waves
waves with. Ended up on the shore to their amazement.
I hope the example I said is not contagious.
Listen, man. Let's just keep
Keep
going.
going.
Let's keep
Keep
lock
going.
us behind gates, but can't tame us. Used to be stay safe,
safe.
now it's stay dangerous.
Dangerous.
Cause ain't no point
And
playing
playing
defense,
defense.
nigga. That's why I dove off the deep end, nigga, without a life jacket.
Go ahead.
Couple mil told the world though my life cracking.
What?
Cook the books, bring it back. There was no taxes,
None.
royalties,
They been doing
publishing,
that forever.
plus our own masters. I be damned if I slave for some white crackers.
Ooh, white crackers, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I tried to make it sound a little better.
No. He's keeping it up.
These are his
Buck.
words.
He's
You gotta,
keeping it
you
a
gotta,
buck.
yeah,
Keeping
you
it
gotta
a
let the
buck.
artist say what they say.
We've already done that. He's not here to do that. I'd be damned if I slave for some white crackers.
Wow. I don't think there's nothing to
Sheesh.
say about that. I think it's very blatant.
Nah,
It's
but
very
I want to
obvious.
talk about the intelligence of him saying
Yes.
it, right?
Yes.
The whole couple mil told the world, dog, my life cracking. You know, he
Cook the
understood.
books.
That's what I was getting to.
He's stunting a
That's
little
the
bit.
intelligence.
And he's showing you, and we talk about
That's-
this too. when
They've
it
been
comes to-
cooking the
Cooking the books.
Yes.
Cooking the books.
We just talking about this doing, it's tax season.
Hold on, I'm
Go
about to
ahead,
say
it's tax season.
I'm gonna let Seth get into it
It's
because if
tax
you need your
season.
taxes done, Seth can
Yes.
get you some things
Yes, he
done.
can.
Seth, talk about cooking the books, Seth.
Don't tell.
I'm just saying, talk about what that
What
means.
I think you're trying to say is that there are a lot of tax shelters and things that you could do that we could take advantage of as people to get out of this, because the people with the least money pay the most taxes
Talk
most
to
of the
him.
time.
Let him know.
Like
Go
Donald
on,
Trump.
Keep going.
Like Donald Trump used to brag about how he paid no
No
taxes.
taxes.
He's a billionaire supposedly.
buildings
but you
and
got a
shit,
regular person that's
businesses.
gonna pay 25, 30%, 35% of their income. So we got to put ourselves in position by acquiring assets and doing things that allow us
And
to
owning
tuck-
businesses.
Yeah, tuck that money away.
You got kids, you know
Put
what
them
to
to
do.
work. Yeah. There's
LLCs.
a lot of things you could do.
Utmost.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Don't cook no books though.
Don't cook books.
Cause IRS coming for you if you cook some books, but you know,
Yes,
maybe saute them a little.
Saute.
Saute the books.
And let's be clear. Nobody.
Let's get that going. Let's do that.
Nobody in here is cooking any books.
No, we're not cooking no books.
We
over
might
there.
saute a
We're not
little
sauteing.
something,
We ain't cooking no
but
books.
we not cooking no books. But if you need your taxes done, holla.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot
Cause
of
I'll be damned if I slave for some white crackers.
a lot of rappers, a lot of rappers in this game, you know, from back then till now, they complain about they don't make no money, they broke still, they performing.
They was the most famous people in the world,
Facts.
sleeping on
They
couches.
got them biopics.
They don't got no car.
Biopics.
Facts. Word. They ain't got no savings.
You know what I'm saying?
GoFundMe when somebody passed. GoFundMe and all of that.
It's
like,
crazy. So
that's
you know
wild.
when he
Stuff ain't in
says
order.
royalties, publishing, plus our
our
own
own
masters.
masters. Like I said, he's really teaching y'all. Like Rich said, he's not dead. Listen to these
He's
songs.
right here.
Get your life together. If you make music,
He's here with us.
Pay attention.
He's in me, pause. He's in him,
Pause.
He's in him, pause.
Pause.
You heard?
Pause.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he's really teaching.
That's gonna go viral.
He's really teaching.
He's in all of us. Pause.
Listen.
He's in all of us, pause.
All right, that's enough, y'all. That's enough. It's fucking enough, all right?
Oh, shit.
I was mapping this out. I hit the heist backwards. Hopping out the 85 and Reebok Classics. Ran a couple marathons just to get established. To make it happen,
You got to have what?
dedication, hard work, plus patience. The sum of all sacrifice. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you see what I'm saying.
Dedication.
Listen,
How
so-
crazy is that Kendrick is on this song?
Yeah,
He
now-
goes crazy.
now
He-
Just as crazy.
We don't
I
have
had
enough
a-
time, but he
that's
goes
what I was gonna
crazy.
say.
Shout
When
out
I
to
listened
K-Dot.
to
He
it,
goes
I said,
crazy.
"Damn, this is one of them K-Dot joints too."
K-Dot
He goes
went nuts.
that he's
And that shows
talking-
the respect he had for Nip, because he did. I mean, he never comes to play.
I
but
mean,
His
came
verse,
to-
he's
Yeah.
bigged up Nip in his verse.
Yeah.
I'm about
Lot
to
of
say,
shit.
I got it now because y'all brought him up. I just got to quote him.
Have
Lot
to.
of
My
shit.
nigga L said you do a song with Nip K-Dot.
He a
better
better
crip. I said he a man first.
You hear
Better
the
verse
word
coming out his lips about flourishing from the streets. Black businesses, level 4, y'all living, giving the false imprisonment.
Listen,
Close, my nigga. It's bigger than deuces and foes, my nigga. Since elementary, we close, my nigga. Straight like that. I give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back.
What? Are you kidding me?
K-Dot know the time he's on.
Yo, but I want to talk about that real quick. This is another thing, and we on this, and this is what we did doing with this show, and that I have another podcast, That AF. Look
Facts.
it up. It's all about giving it back to where you come from. You know what I'm saying? If you get information, if you found a way to swim against them waves, you know you gotta give it back to the
gotta
people.
teach everybody else
You
how to
gotta
swim,
teach
too.
everybody else how to
Yeah.
swim. Exactly, man.
Teach them how
And
to
I
fish, how to
love,
swim.
and that's what Nip was doing. Nip is like Nip the first person I heard talk about Bitcoin. Personally,
Facts.
he's the first person.
The first person with a platform.
And
If I
I'm about to say,
we all rich right now.
And
Well, we are rich, but
the first person who actually is a rapper.
yeah, that's what I'm
That's what I'm saying,
saying.
with
That's
that platform.
crazy.
He was on it early.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Nip. Listen, Nip. We got the message of Nip passing. We was about to perform, about to go on stage and perform.
Listen, y'all niggas
I
don't
got no
know,
choice
man.
but to feel like that. Like that's some type of a message.
Listen, man, I won't listen. Now I just got to tell y'all the story we had on Verse for Verse, man.
Let 'em know.
I had a show because I am a rapper. Handsome High, look me up. I'm
facts.
that guy.
They're very good rappers.
I had a show,
Excellent.
and while I'm waiting to go on, I get a message like, "Yo, Nip got shot."
Word. My wife texts me like Nipsey Hussle. She doesn't really know who he is like that. She's like, "You like Nipsey Hussle though, right?"
And when I hear he got shot, I'm thinking, low nigga,
He be
niggas
alright.
get shot every day,
He be
B.
alright.
He'd be alright.
Nip, like, why would Nip die right now?
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey.
Are you kidding me?
So I'm chilling. I'm like, yo, he got shot. I think I might have told niggas, I'm like, yo, Nip got shot. And then before I get called to the stage, I get the message, Nip died.
Crazy. That shit was crazy.
And at that point, I'm just like, wow. I really didn't want to perform.
That was
But you
wild.
got all of these people here ready to see me, and I went on stage, killed this shit, and then at the end, just had to throw a rest in peace to Nip because, you know what I mean, he's spitting too much, like, it's different, man.
It's wild because I was about to say gone too soon, but it's wild because I just feel like he's here. He
Facts.
did what he was supposed to do. The impact, like, when we talk about Pac said he gonna influence the mind and change the world. Nip did it.
Yeah.
And you can see it off one album and 4 or 5 mixtapes. He's changed the world. So
But why is it that in order for our heroes, our sages or whatever to pass on their message, why must they pass away?
It's crazy.
Only in out they have to.
So I will
Nobody
say
listens.
this: his message was passing on
That's
before
what I
he
was gonna
passed.
say.
That's what I will say about Nip.
But it is
100%.
bigger,
about to
obviously.
say.
That
Right,
he passed. It is
right.
bigger. Because I know people that wasn't listening to Nip.
Because you
that now
know,
listen
people
to
was really going with the theory that because he was talking about
Yeah.
the Dr. Sebi shit,
Which
that
I'm
they
not
killed him.
against it. I'm not against that theory. Listen, you gotta think about it. If he's a gang member and he's teaching the world things, I mean, that's a scary thing. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's a
Yeah.
very
It's
scary
He's
thing.
In reality, it's going back to the foundation, like
Of what it's supposed to
foundational, what
be.
the gang founded on.
It's
What it
supposed
turned
to be,
into
yeah.
now with all that they doing is whatever. But when they founded those gangs, it was
This ain't
to
entertainment.
improve
We didn't
society.
talk about these last bars.
Let's talk about it.
Dedication?
I was mapping this out. I hit the heist backwards. I love that line.
Yeah.
I love that. Because, sometimes, what they say, not even sometimes, this is just the facts. Wherever you want to make it in life,
You gotta
Look at the
start there
ending.
and then work your way back.
How
to
do
where
I
you
get
are.
there?
Yeah,
Reverse
How can-
engineer.
that's it. He hit the heist backwards.
it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Hopping
Oh, the
out the 80s.
heist. You know, I just heard that. I've been thinking he's saying heights because I'm from New York.
Nah,
I've been thinking
the
he's
heist.
saying like Washington Heights. But he's saying
He
heist.
walked backwards to
Yeah.
the
Now I
heights,
get
nigga.
it. Now I
What he
get it.
did?
I've
With
just
the
learned
Spanish
that
niggas,
just
he was
now.
in the heights.
His
he
Spanish
was,
niggas with the heights.
And then, ran a couple marathons just to
Son.
get established.
Established.
Like, y'all niggas out here,
Put some work in.
y'all niggas out here
Put
who
some
ain't
work
doing
in.
nothing.
Put some work in.
You niggas who ain't doing nothing.
Put some work in.
You talking
Do
about
something.
Most? You talking about most niggas?
Yes.
Put some
All
work
them
in.
niggas, do something.
Yeah, they ain't
Where's the
doing
camera?
Do
at?
something,
Which
man.
camera is it? Is this one?
Put the camera right here.
something
Do
else.
something.
This one, I think.
Do
That
something.
one. Do something.
Do something. Get
Do
established.
something. Get
Don't jump.
established.
Don't. Come on, man. Come on.
Do
Jump.
something.
Jump in the water.
With no life jacket.
Do something.
Scary ass niggas.
But then once you a couple
Scary.
mil,
To make it happen,
cooking the
you
books.
have to have it.
Dedication.
Hard work plus patience.
The sum of all of our sacrifices.
I'm done waiting.
I'm done waiting.
Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication.
It's very simple.
dedication.
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
This is one of them amazing verses. He's talking that talk, giving y'all some insight. Shout out to Insight. But
Yeah.
listen, this
Hold
is
on. I haven't really heard nobody talk about Nip like this. And maybe they haven't tagged it so I
But
could go watch it.
that's because nobody's created verse for verse like
Nah,
this.
Facts. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
just what it
saying
is.
To say what I'm saying. Nip
That's
is,
just what it is.
Nip is different.
These are some powerful minds
Yes.
at work right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love Nip. So I'm on the Gin and Juice, by the
Word.
way. West Side. Shout out to Snoop.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
West Side right now. You heard?
This is verse for verse. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell us some other Nipsey verses, even though I got a bunch in the stash ready for y'all. It's me, Handsome.
Yeah.
Biting my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middle man. Get that pure dough. Get that pure dough. Go get it straight from the source and cut out the middle man. You get that